Go ahead.
Okay, I cut the other video I just put up on Champ a little short because it was getting a little long. And we're going to discuss specifically World War II and the welding that happened. This is a pre-war in the crate, indisputable, in the crate with the tag. Get a close up of the tag, please. You see the -42 number right there. Side of the crate has the same number on it. Okay, get the number all the way across so I can see it. There you go. Now this here, as you see right here, this little stock fork.
There, move over.
Here, move. Is welded here. Okay, and as you see here, we've got the late rockers, the welded fork with parkerizing. Okay, this is all parkerized under here in the crate. Well, this fork here, like this is a civilian 1-inch stem. It's a civilian 1-inch stem fork. It's Big Twin. It's not a 45. It's not Army Green. It was made in a very brief window of time prior to the declaration of war, end of civilian production. Everybody knows it's coming. You can see in the invoices, all of a sudden Rochester PD said 2 bikes that get 5, boom, they get 7, boom. Everybody's stocking up. You can see right in the invoices I'm posting. People are moving around, going off to war. They're, hey, sell my bike, I'm off to the Army, give the money to mom. It's right there in the letters. So the country knows, en masse, we're entering World War II. Well, we've got a September production knucklehead here with everything early. Sweated frame, sweated fork, everything, original paint. And it's not the only one. So somewhere between September and us declaring war in December, Harley gets a phone call. Or maybe a visitation in person, we don't know. But what we have is physical evidence. Pre-war, 1941, 1942 model, started production in September with sweated stuff. We have a pre-war -42 fork in the crate. It's not a post-war 1946 fork with a -42 number. It's a pre-war fork. Everybody's stocking up. As many parts, as many accessories, because they don't know when they're going to get anything again. Send us as many as we can buy. This came from Harry Molinar's. So they got a visitation or a phone call or a cable. Something happened. Government says, you know, war's coming. And Harley goes, well, yeah, what do you want me to do about it? The government says, well, you know, we're going to have somebody make us a lot of motorcycles. It's you, an Indian. Harley goes, yeah. And the government says, well, you know, we like your stuff. We'd like to give you the contract, but we're going to war. So we need something a little stronger. Harley said, what do you need? How about a little welds on the joints? Harley said, yeah, you got it, no problem. Presto, -42 fork, -42 handlebars, -42 horn. Instantly born in the short wartime production before actual war declared, and you can't get it no more, and what they were actually making at the beginning of the onset of the 42 year. So somewhere in that 3 months, Harley got a phone call or visitation from the U.S. government. The proof's right in front of you. Now maybe I'll get a letter from the documentation we're going through, because we got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I mean, just maybe 1/1000th of what I've got, I've actually posted online. I haven't read most of it. I don't even have it here yet. So maybe we'll find that letter, maybe won't. But the evidence is right in front of you. Early 42 production, all sweated early stuff. Pre-war welded fork, right there. We know the horn is -42. We know the handlebars are -42. They're welded. All these -42 parts, but it didn't start at the beginning of the 42 year. It wasn't Harley Davidson said, oh yeah, let's change this up. The only thing they changed was the left case. Now I'm going to take this little camera. I'm going to show you, for those of you who haven't watched every video, just happened to catch this one. We've got the Champ here. again. Sweated, 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 okay? Early frame fork complete. This is a 46. Pardon the fork, because it didn't come with this fork. Okay, here we got this here, but we got a weld. That's factory weld. This is sweated, this is welded. This is an early 46 frame, came with this motor. So pardon the fork, I put that fork on that bike, or rather I had Duncan do it. But as you see here, this is sweated. This is pre-war, that's post-war. But that frame, just like that fork, happened just prior to the war. And we got greenie here. This is our 40, sweated, sweated. This is the Harley Davidson replacement fork, as we showed you, with no internal zerks here. This is the fork you got when your fork broke and they had to warranty it. But we happen to have other bikes. This is why we're going to them. We got our 40 police bike here. Again, sweated. You can see the frame right here. That's all sweated down there. This is our 41 FL. This is sweated, sweated. It's all sweated here. It's all sweated here. Now, the reason why we came over here is here we've got an early 47. Here, this is sweated. This is welded. This is welded here. This here is an FL. It is a 41 short rib production FL with short rib case. Here we've got a 74-inch 42. Okay, and they changed the case. This is all they changed at the beginning of the 42 production, was that little left case right there. 42F, 74-inch. See the long ribs? Now if you look real carefully, there's a little bit less meat right here, the one I'm going to show you. We're going to go over here to our 46. Factory cases, long ribs. That's an FL with a little bit more meat here. Barely noticeable, but it is there, and that's the difference. Barely noticeable. You can barely, I don't know if you can pick it up on the YouTube or not. I can barely see it in front of my face. Not much more, but they did strengthen them. And when they did, prior to or shall we say post after the 42 year, I don't know. There's not enough surviving war examples made, let alone survived, so I couldn't tell you. But somewhere between the 46 model year here and the 42 year, they strengthened that left case just a little bit. So again, we have a very special 1942F. Extremely limited production of the 42F models, and as you saw in the previous video, all the special things about it. We're going to upload this now, but that was the entire intent of this video here was to show you the welding in the Dash 42 number, which we've discussed in other videos, but now you have the sequence right in front of you with the historical importance. What this bike is and its fork is a window into about a 3-month period of United States history of what was actually going on just prior to the entry of the U.S. into World War II and what was happening with Harley Davidson as a company. So that's a very unique history. I had no idea until I got this machine and the invoices and this fork, and I've had a lot of bikes and I had no idea. I don't know anybody else even knew. I actually really pieced it all together. Without all the pieces of the puzzle, you're guessing. Well, maybe this and well, maybe that. So now we know. Now we know for a fact this is what really happened. This is the real history of America at this time in regards to the Harley Davidson Motor Company. And it wouldn't surprise me if they have lost that history themselves. It's a very, very small snapshot into history. I hope you guys have really enjoyed sharing this with me, and I will see you on the next video.